Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Advancement Center and to the world of magic and miracles and to a completely different broadcast venue. This is David's and the apartment that David and I share in Solvang, California. I'm sure you have all heard, and I hope everyone can hear me. This is a first. We didn't run any tests today. So welcome. I'm controlling. I'm sitting in front of the computer. Please don't hesitate to post a comment on StreamYard, those of you watching, if anything about this broadcast is not coming through. So the good news is that with the fire in Santa Barbara, Robert and Barbara are safe. They're still in a hotel and they're expected to let people back into their homes later today. So really great, happy about that. And thank you. We got rain here last night, which is helping put out this fire. So welcome once again. And I'm just seeing again the photo, the live photo that was part of my invitation for today. The sparkles of snow falling, the sparkles of grace and protection that are always around us, that are always available to us, no matter what, even if sometimes it can be a bit of a challenge. Circumstances or events, or even yourself, even if there's something that's going on in your own being that can distract you from your connection. Just always go back to that connection. And that's why I loved the picture and the fact that it's a live, sparkling reminder of how alive the magic and the miracles are. And it's really important that each and every one of us keep them alive for ourselves, because there will be many things that will try to pull us away. So welcome again on this beautiful winter day. And a really happy, happy holiday to everyone. There's a holiday spirit in the air. There's a spirit of family and friends coming together. And what else is there? For me especially, friendship is everything here on planet Earth. Our connections with our family, whether it's our birth family or the family that we meet, that we reconnect with, that we find again once we come here. There's nothing else. No matter what's going on, no matter what it may look like, no matter how easy it may be to get caught up in these daily events, circumstances, things that we have to deal with down here in the physical. It's that connection to family. That's everything, always. And I just want to share something very personal for myself. and how I see it's really put a spotlight on what I just shared. Because there have been times in my life, in fact, just recently, when, especially for me, if it's something physical, where your physical body is going through a difficulty, it can, I just notice where I can go. And I could go into isolation. I could go into pulling back from my family, from those that care about me, with all these strange excuses like, oh, I don't want to bring anybody else down. I don't want to, yeah, whatever they are. So I want to reach out to my family for the times I've done that, and say I'm sorry, and I see it, and it's just as much as disconnection. When I disconnect from you, it's a disconnect from source. It's that big. It's that powerful. So I just went through this. It can happen without warning. It can happen when you just find yourself someplace where you're feeling disoriented. But it's all, as I'm hearing right now, it's all BS. Because you can always get on top. And reaching out is an act. Reaching out to your family, to those that love you, is an act of love in and of itself. When you resist reaching out to others, you're resisting letting the love in to your own life experience. And it can seem to be subtle when you're in the middle of it, but it's a subtle deception. So this is just a sharing of an experience. So just in case it rings true for you at some point or has in the past is the past. It's just what we do for each other. There's little signposts that we can throw up now and then, or little sparkles that can just say, wait a minute, remember me? And it can bring you out. It can jolt you out of that place where you were perhaps momentarily lost in the unreal, instead of being here completely and everywhere in the real, which is nothing but love. And I feel the ocean. It's like floating in the ocean of love. That's what it feels like when you can actually immerse yourself in it and you can relax in it. And you don't have words you have to say to yourself or to anyone else, really. You just feel it, and the transmission of it is huge. And it's a responsibility. Because when I look after myself in that way, it's looking after everyone. And that's a strange human, it's an experience that is maybe a little lost on a lot of humans, as in human form, as in things that have been put on this experience, that we're small, that we don't matter, that is so untrue. And here comes the sun. So there's the love, there's the confirmation for you of the love and the light and the sparkles of love that always exist around you. There is nothing else. Although there is that incredible connection we have with each other that can never be forgotten, that can never be put on the side burner. If it wasn't for that, and it's funny how, again, I'm speaking of this human existence. And so many times it takes either someone coming to the end of their own life, or to someone losing someone they love in the physical form, to have a jolted awakening as to this very thing that is coming through right now. So let's not wait for the moments that need to jolt us back into this amazing universe that's full of love and light, where we all look out for each other, where there is no consideration. There's the considerations that have grown, that can come between people. It's a really strange phenomenon, but it happens. It happens especially in families, especially in families you're born into. So as long as you see it, as long as you know how important you are, it is massive. So for those of us that pronounce words like I love you, or I care about humanity, this is how you show your support and your love for all humanity. At this moment, this is a message for all humanity. The Advancement Center, often if it comes up in a conversation, I'm asked about it. And someone asks me, what is it? What is the Advancement Center? And sometimes the only words that come out of my mouth is, it's here for the advancement of humanity. And once again, I have to say this out loud, because without you, Robert Young, this would not be. And the support that comes through you to not just us, but to everywhere beyond what a human brain could comprehend. I just want in this moment honor you once again for your incredible support, a being who, no matter what, is there. Unconditional love is not even a good enough term. So I had to say that. Without you, these broadcasts would not exist. This advancement center would not exist. What's happening here, what we're all doing here, is completely supported by Robert. And I just want to also send an amazing thank you to all of you that are watching, especially the Advancement Center family, as we're all in different locations, which isn't the norm for these broadcasts. So this is very different. I hope it's coming through clearly to all of you. And this is also the beginning of something new, because this is showing our mobility, our flexibility, the ability of all of us, any of you out there watching, can do this, can sit in front of your computer and share your magic and your miracles with us and with the world. So the earth, especially here in this part of the world at this moment, is very happy with the rains that we haven't had in too long, with the abundance, with the feeding, with support. It's like the air we breathe, the water is just as important to life here. So I'm just really excited that we're receiving rain. The earth is receiving rain. And may those sparkles of love and magic and miracles continually remind you that they are there for you. You can just take off on a single sparkle and have your life change. Have an experience that you will never forget. It could bring you back to your origin. It could just take you on a whirlwind trip. So with that, I want to wish everyone again a happiest time of family and friends coming together with love and laughter and harmony. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being here with us today. It's been a very different day, and I really, really appreciate your joining us here today. And by Friday, for our next broadcast with David, we should be back up and running at the beautiful Robert and Barbara's beautiful home on the hill, beacon on the hill. So once again, thank you all. May you have an absolutely glorious day. And we'll see you again really soon. Wishing you all perfect health, perfect life, and an incredibly magic future. Thank you.